This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning. So I think we'll go for CloudWatch. So anyone has any questions, please let me know. I know you guys are not practicing. Please do practice. You find any gaps in practicing, something is missing from my side, sir. To practice this one, I need this one. Just let me know. Okay, most important practice. Market is going to go very badly in the next 6 months, next 5 months. Very badly. So there is more 10,000 firing in Microsoft in the September 6th, 7th. Uh, so what happens actually? Why I would come up and say very bad? Very less people would have known this one. Recession is okay. It is called as, we call it as, what do you call it as? Um okay, downstream recession. What is the meaning of a downstream recession? So let's take an example. Microsoft is there, Google company is there, big companies are there. There are a lot of people they hired. Very good. Now they find it out like they don't require more people. So what they do, they fire it. Now see, for your example, there are some works which are very tough. So that is the reason they'll hire a very skilled person. Okay. And there are some work which is normal person is required. For that normal person, basically Microsoft or Google will not hire full-time employees. Full-time employees, they'll go minimum 40 lakhs of salary. So what they will do, they will ask Infosys, TCS, Wipro, they will hire. They will come up and say, I want to hire, can you give me 5 Infosys people? And I will give you 20 lakhs. And I need for only 6 months to do XYZ activities. It's not very skilled. It's normal work as an example. So what they will do, they will take a hire of 200, 300, 400 people. Now Microsoft itself is in danger. So what it will do? After Microsoft now remove all the people, and they will also come up and say, I'm not renewing your contract. I don't require 200 people right now. So what will happen? Infosys will fire 200 people. Infosys will have vendorship with smaller companies. If Infosys is in danger, they will not renewal smaller companies things. So what will happen? It is downstream. Lot of people I can see in LinkedIn posting saying that, hey, Apple has not fired. Apple is exception, very good. Even the hiring of Apple, they were very exceptionally taken. That's a good decision what they have taken. But I've seen a lot of people come up and say Indian companies are great. Infosys was not fired, TCS not fired, Wipro not fired. Wait for 2 months and see, 2 or 3 months. All the Jatakam will come of India. It's going to be a very massive. It happened in 2006, 7, 8. It will happen basically in 2023. Okay. So actually it is good and it is bad. Two things are there. Good is what is bad. A lot of people are getting fired. So real estate and all these things will be hold on. It will not increase or anything. Good part is the new people will come. New opportunities come. New technology will come. New startup people will grow. So those things will happen in this stage. So hold on your breath. Don't think about what is happening. All the IT people are going and everything. Have you taken a glance of okay Chat GPT? Have you guys have seen what is Chat GPT and check it out? How clever it is. Go and check it out. How it is solving the problems. Not solving the problem. It's next level. From past 4 days, I'm not using Google. I'm only using Chat GPT. Is it clear, right? So that level of AI is coming, and currently Google is in code red. Currently Google is in code red. What is meant by code red? Google announced our company is in threat. So they were aggressive. They want to hire some people to do AI more frequent to chat GPT, those kind of things. So all these things, keep it in your mind. Is it clear, right? Okay, guys, I'll start. So anyone has any questions today? What is this class is all about? Let me start my EC2 instance and keep it ready. Anyone has any questions related to these things? Please ask me. I'll be very transparent in answering it. Okay. So you will get a genuine data. I'm not going to mix any data and give it to you. My predictions are almost 90% is correct. I told my students in 2020 recession will come. So COVID came into picture. Okay, otherwise if COVID was not there, we would not have recession in 2023. We would have it in 2020. I need one server. I'm taking, let's go for it. This is a demo, complete demo. I'm taking one Windows system. One system is starting. So let's go and understand what is the demo is all about today. Meanwhile, anyone has any questions, please let me know. Okay, what is that I want to do right now? So I would like to take one, what is that? What is this? EC2 instance. And in this EC2 instance, I am going to install one, what is that? Application. Okay, application I am going to install. What is my, excuse me, what is my, so if you excuse me, so if you, an end user is going to access this application, he will be typing like Google application, searching, adding anything, he will do it. So what happens, this application will omit some, what is that, logs, like, hey, customer is searching for Apple, customers is looking for cell phone, so those data it will, this application will store, will emit the logs. What I want to do it, the what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to download and install, what is that, CloudWatch log agent. First thing you will download and install. Second point, what do? You download and install. How, what is the role of this agent? What is the role of each agent? Agent will go and connect to this logs. How do the agent will know where are your logs? Is it a one log or multiple logs? How do it knows? So you will configure the agent by telling agent collect every 1 minute. Okay, agent, please collect the logs every 1 minute. So you will tell it. Third point, now this is, what is that? CloudWatch. The logs has to move from here to here. So you need, is it clear? Okay, before you go for it, the fourth one, last point, you will start the agent. Agent will be starting and no, now onwards it will take the content and move it. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? So this is a, and if you see here in Microsoft, all the Microsoft server are configured like this. Okay, the names can be different. Instead of CloudWatch, we call it as MDM agent. Instead of CloudWatch agent, we call it as MDM agent. Names can be different, concept is same to same. You have an application, when any customer is accessing the application, it will emit the logs. That logs I want to move through CloudWatch agent. So you download and install, you configure, you start, you provide an IAM role, the logs will move into CloudWatch in one centralized place. Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear?
Yes, yes, we are able to understand.
Okay, so first point, I need one EC2 instance. So if you see, this EC2 instance is ready. My EC2 instance is ready. Let's log in. Okay, if you go back and see, my EC2 instance is ready. I am a .NET developer. I develop an application for you guys. Actually, what did I develop an application? Let me show you this application. Actually, will it work? Yes, it should work. So I'll tell you, I think here is also one application. So this is an application. Actually, it is not working, sir. Previous batch, the application was not working because I deleted the, what do you call the application? But now I think it should work. Yesterday I fixed the database actually. If you see, this is an application. Okay, this is a general like a Google application. And what I did it, I will enter basically customer details. I want to know who is a customer. For your example, I'll enter customer called as, what is that? Kumar. When I go and click on search button, what will happen? Let's see whether it will work or not. No. Sorry. Give me 1 minute. My mistake. So database details have changed. See here in my application, I'll go into the database and the database password is wrong. Sorry. Okay. So this is my application, simple application. This database was deleted by mistake by me. You go and click on now, like a Google, you go and click on search button. Awesome. Okay. It's a simple application where I'm going to enter customer details and search it. This is Kumar. What is his name? Which company? What is his phone number? What is his email ID? Which country? What is he? Where he is present? It will come. Let's take an example. I have only 2 records yesterday night. It was too late. I go and click on search button. It will go and provide you what is that? Another person, Naveen. Okay. But what I did, see what I'm trying to click here, search button, right? So you know what is Google is doing? Whoever is searching, it is taking the data, analyzing. In this search button, I have written, go to this C log. There is a something called as what I'm creating, log folder. If you open in the below, it is what I'm searching. What is this? What is this? Is it clear, right? I have a log, common log. Now this log has to move it into CloudWatch. Is it clear, right? So that we can analyze the logs. Is it clear? So what I wanted to do as an example now, so the same application, what I need to do. So here is an application, the same application, sir. Nothing different. Go to EC2 instance. Yesterday I got an opportunity. So the same application, double click on it. What I'm doing, I'll go and click on Naveen. And Naveen is a very famous celebrity. Let us take an example. Okay, I go and click on search. Fine. Now again, one more customer is looking for Naveen. Naveen, 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 Naveen. Is it providing the data? But in the background, if you see here, right? See, that's what, if you go back into the background, you have a log and you have something called as customer doc. If you open this one, what is it is searching for? How many times? Naveen. This is the way Google will come up and also provide you top 10 trends. If you are Google, Corona came into picture, everyone went and prepared. What is Corona? So Google will know who is the top search. In this one, who is the top search? Naveen. It will come up and say ranking. All those things if you have logs. Is it clear, right? My agenda is these logs are created here. These logs has to move it into CloudWatch. So what do? You need an agent. Sir, how do I need an agent? CloudWatch agent. So AWS CloudWatch agent, and you can say download, and it is available in all the languages. The good news is from 2020, any AMI you are creating, any AMI which you are using, which got created in year 2020, CloudWatch is by default installed. There is no need for you to install. Array, sir, my AMI is a very old AMI. Then you have a very simple, like you see here. How do I install CloudWatch for Windows, Linux, everything operating system they're providing? This is the URL where it is there. You click on it, CloudWatch agent will be installed. and then download it. Then you install it. Double click, next, next, that's it. It will install. How do you know, sir, I installed CloudWatch agent? How do I know I installed? You go back and see here. So you go and click on start services, and then you have, what is this? CloudWatch agent, and it will be in not running state. It will be stopped state. That means my CloudWatch agent is installed. Next point, what should I do? My CloudWatch agent is installed, sir. What should I do next? What should I do in this diagram? What's the next?
You
Okay,
need to configure.
so you downloaded and installed CloudWatch agent. Second one is, what is that? Configure the agent. Now the agent should know where are your log files. So it will have a capability. It should monitor. It should monitor. So not only application logs. Tomorrow Dikshit will come up and say, I want to monitor what is the CPU percentage, what is the RAM, what is the processors, what are the services. I want to monitor all these things. Yes or no? I want to monitor, sir. What is this one? So how do you monitor? You need to, and your application logs has to collect every 5 minutes or every 10 seconds, every 5 seconds, every 1 second. What is that? You will be configuring the details using CloudWatch agent. How do you go for CloudWatch agent? How do you know the CloudWatch is installed? When you install CloudWatch agent, go to see program files, and then you will see a folder called as, what is this one? Amazon. In Amazon, what is the folder? CloudWatch agent. You have lot of files. To configure CloudWatch agent, you need to run this one. What is this one? AWS CloudWatch configuration wizard. Is it clear, right? So take this location. How do you run it? Manually, I'm telling you. Array. Oof. Okay, enter it and go and click on AWS. Sorry, just remove CloudWatch agent. I want to execute CloudWatch agent configuration wizard. Enter it. Now tell me, it will ask you a couple of questions. Answer it. So what is the question it is asking? Which OS are you planning to use the agent? Is this server Windows or Linux? Windows. What is the by default voice choice selected? Two. Two means what? Windows. No need to enter anything. Click on enter. Now tell me, what is that? Is this server is an EC2 instance or on-premise? Means non-cloud. Is this server EC2 instance? What is selected? EC2. One. Click on it. Do you want to start the service? Yes. What is the port number? Now make sure in security group 8125 port number is open. So you go and click on, what is that one? Default port number is this one. What is the frequency at which it has to collect the data? By default 10 seconds. Now how do you aggregate the interval? 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, what is that? 60 seconds. I am providing 10 seconds. Let's take an example. Click on one. Do you have any existing CloudWatch agent? I don't have anything. I'm just saying no. Now tell me. See, now this is important. What is this? Do you want to monitor any host metrics, CPU, memory, and everything? Click on yes. It will monitor. But I'm clicking no. Additional charges are there. I'm clicking two. I don't want to monitor. Do you monitor? Now tell me, what is that it is asking? Do you want to monitor any custom log files? Answer is yes. It is asking where is a log file. Log file. Now look for your log file. See log. This is your log file, right? Just mention the give that name. Enter it. Now it is asking this CloudWatch agent will take the log. Okay. So what is this? It is little confusing. I'll tell you. CloudWatch agent will collect the log and it will move it into, where is that? CloudWatch. Which folder? In CloudWatch, which folder? So it is asking, please tell me in which folder in CloudWatch, what is the folder name? Okay, so first it will ask you, what is your file name and folder name, like that one. What is that one? What is that? Log group name is, what is the folder? This application is SAP. All the SAP, you keep it in one place. So you call it as customer.log, or you can mention SAP. Anything you can mention it, click on enter. Log stream name, what is your file name? File name, automatically it is providing instance ID because it is unique, right? So it is taking. Next, do you want to have any additional monitoring? Right now I don't want anything. Click on next. Do you want to monitor any Windows event? What is even Windows event? All the things which is happening in this EC2 instance Windows events, it will collect. Right now additional charges, no. Click on next. Do you want to store? Write it down, this one, please write it down. Please write it down. Do you want to store configuration in SSM parameter? So when you provide all the details, right? When you provide all the details, AWS will create one configuration file in JSON. Whatever you provided in input, right? It has created and it will be available here, sir. See here, this is the configuration file. JSON file, it will go and create it. So it will say, do you want to store that JSON file in SSM Parastore, the next AWS service? SSM Parastore, SSM would be the next AWS service. Okay. So it is asking, do you want to store? You can go and click on yes, enter it. Sorry, you go and click on it, enter it. It will ask you what is the parameter name. Try it. Okay, then you go and click on it, successfully exit, click on enter, done. So what happens right now? There is one file gets created. What is the file name? No. What is the file name? Config.json. Whatever you provided an input, right? It will convert into whatever you provided input. It will convert into one JSON file. See here, what is the log name I provided? Customer.log. What is the port? What is the log location? C log customer. What is the port number? 8212. All these things, whatever you provided in input, it has converted into one JSON file. Sir, why it has converted JSON file? What do you require? So let us go for it, a diagram. Very, very important. So now what do? Now when you run the configuration, what is the output? When you run the configuration, what is the output? This got created, yes or no? Whatever you provided in input. What is the next thing? What should I do? What is that? What should I do? The fourth point is, what is the fourth point? To CloudWatch, to start the CloudWatch agent, you need this file. Otherwise, it will not start. Okay, input it, start the CloudWatch agent. You need to tell CloudWatch, go to this configuration file and read my log files. Where are the location of the log files? What is the name of the folder I'm provided? So it will take it. To start this CloudWatch agent, you need this file as an input. How do you start the CloudWatch agent? You will start the CloudWatch agent using this command. This is configuration file, and a very simple command is this one. You will run this PowerShell program. Man. Okay, you copy this one. Now you see, how do you start the CloudWatch agent? Just go and paste it. This. Enter. Now it will go and specify how do you start your CloudWatch agent. It is a simple command you need to start. You need to run this command in control find. So if it is Windows system, this is the total command you are going to run with input. What is that input? Let me show you. So where is your this PowerShell program? Here, and you will be providing PowerShell program -a, fetch the configuration. Machine is EC2 instance, and where is my configuration file? My configuration file, the where is that JSON file? Is it clear? You are going to provide that one and just open the PowerShell command and run it. That's it. So now you may have a question. Sir, this is very important. According to me, it is very, very important, man. It is life and butter, or like I would come up and say, food and butter for me as a monitoring tool. Lot of customers, lot of students will come up and say, sir, I want to review back for an interview. So if you have any questions in CloudWatch, you are hiccuping, don't wait for me. What is this? CloudWatch custom log capturing. End to end, whatever I'm providing right now, end to end, how do I start where everything is available here. Is it clear, right? You can just click on it. It's very famous. And someone is asking about last time Kubernetes and everything. I'm very happy it went up to 4,400 views, 84 likes, 0 dislikes. So, okay, you have this CloudWatch basically. Anyone is looking for user data. So if you go back and see here, you just need to run that command in PowerShell. What will happen? This CloudWatch agent will be running. If it is running, that means whatever you provided is correct. That's it. You're running. Now it is capturing. Okay. So let us see where what I provided. So go back to what is the folder name I will provided, customer.log and everything, right? Go to see, go to CloudWatch. Then what is this one? What is the meaning of this one? Log group. It is asking what is the log group name. Customer.log we provided. You go and click on it. That log group will be presented. IAM role should be attached already into this EC2 instance. Proper IAM role with CloudWatch permissions. You see here, what is that name, sir? I don't remember the name. Go a little bit below and it will automatically create. What is that? Customer.log. And what is the file name? File name is equal to instance ID. So when you go and click on it, you will see file names like this one. And what is the file name today added? What is that? This is an instance ID. Latest event happened today. So when you go and click on it, you will see the logs here. So anything now you see here, sir, whatever you type it in this application. Now I want to click look for Kumar, and people are clicking Kumar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Many times I'm clicking, right? All these things, refresh it. If you see Naveen, Naveen, Naveen is there, just go and refresh it. What is there? Kumar, 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 Kumar. Is it coming here? For your example, now you come up and say, sir, can you change it any content? Let's take an example. Where is my log file? See here, sir, something happened into the log file and you are logging some application. So let's see. You go back here in the below. What I'm going to do, see here, and come up and say exception occurred during casting issues in java.io. Please contact administrator. Example, the error occurred, right? So let's take an example. When I click on it, now the error is coming. So let's take an example. I paste it here, I paste it here, I paste it here, I paste it here. Something happened. Now you see, don't need to worry. Whatever which is storing in your, save it. Whatever you go back here, see, refresh ikkada kottala. See, whatever you go, what is there? Is it clear? Is it moving? Yes or no? Now from this log file, what you can analyze, very beautifully, who is the top searcher, Navin or Kumar? Yes or no? How many times application was having a problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. When was the application is having a problem? Can I create a graph of my application performance, everything? That is what all over the world will do it. Is it clear? All over the world, people in the world will do it. Is it clear? As an example, any one has any questions here? Online people, is it clear? That is the reason why you have a logging mechanism. Google, Facebook, Amazon, whatever you go and click on it, they will capture what is happening in the background. They analyze it and they will come up with who is the top searcher, what is the business is looking for it. Now Google would be little bit code red. What is the reason? In Google search only people are typing chat GPT. So top search is what? Chat GPT. Now they will be in little tense. Arey man, instead of people are looking, chat GPT people are using. That is the beauty of chat GPT. Is it clear, right? Okay, so how they know the trend. Now anyone in the world knows the trend, they can dominate the world. That is the reason Google company, Facebook company, Amazon company, Reliance company dominated the world, because they know your pulse. What are you looking for? With your phone numbers, they can identify what are you looking for it. With your habits, they can understand. If you take a cigarette or anything, they can understand what is your likability. If you are going basically as a travel, they know these guys are travel. They can recommend basically what is the traveling plan. They can recommend some people to go for it. Business can increase. So pulse is very, very important. Insights are very important. You get all the insights using logs. Log collector is CloudWatch. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? One of the most important thing, you need to practice it. If you don't practice it, don't ask me. This is the most important thing which you can fetch a job, sir. What are you currently doing in your company? Creating EC2 instance, creating snapshot may not be that much useful. You may come up and say, I am collecting the logs, I'm installing and configuring a logs. It may be Windows systems, Linux systems, using automation of DevOps, that, these and everything, which makes a lot of things. What are you doing? At your age, 2, 4, 5 years of experience or 4 years of experience, they may not ask you, are you doing log analytics? That is done by data engineer. But you should come up and say, whatever a data engineer is required, all the logs I'm collecting and keeping in one place. Based on that one, they're writing some data analytics tools and then coming with reports, what, where, and everything. Is it clear, right? Anyone has any questions? Yes, Yogender, go ahead, sir.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, sir, now you are audible.
Okay. This is my question is, see, suppose we are keep on loading the logs into the file, right? It will file size will increase and the
Yes.
search capability will be decreased, right?
Okay, just
So if
mention the
file size,
retention policy.
okay, retention policy again. If I want, see how if I want to go for the old search again, I'm
No,
looking
then
for
why
the search.
you are only saying you don't want to retain the data, again you want to go to the old data. So how it is possible? Now you think about the solution, sir. Let us take an example. What is your retention policy? You want to keep it 3 months? The data is available for 3 months here. No, sir, I want to keep the data for 3 months. After 3 months, data should be deleted. So what you can do it, you can aggregate the data, right? 3 months of data, collect one record, like average daily, what is the number of things you want to go for it? Average, like for your example, how many people are logging into your application? And an average daily count is what? 1,000. Minimum, maximum 3 records to go and save it in another database of one data. 1 day, 1 day. So 3 months means 90, 180 records will be stored in another database, which you can pull it later point of time. But in detail data, you have 3 months of data. You are the owner. How do you want to fetch it?
Okay,
Got it?
yeah, here is the case, sir. Suppose I'm searching and that whatever data and it is not found in my current file. Okay, is there any mechanism if any my search is not found in the current file, I go back and see my older versions files? Is there any configuration is available in our
So that is the reason you have a concept called as data warehousing. What is meant by data warehousing? You will keep all the data in CloudWatch. After 3 months, what do? You delete the data from here and move this data into a warehouse database. Warehouse database is a very a big, or you can call it as a data lake or anything, where you keep this 3 months of data into that one. That is for analytics purposes. That is not active data. This is active data. So when you search here, it is not coming here. You can search it in your data warehousing database. So where you can keep it data for 2, 3, 4 years, it's an archival database. You can keep it there also, right?
Yes, sir.
That is data warehousing. That is the reason you have a concept called as data warehousing. Data warehousing means lot of data wherever you are. You want to archive at one place, which is not an active data. It is inactive data. 6 months of data is not active data. Inactive data. What you can query the data to fetch the records, what is happening, where, how, what. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any more questions, anyone? Okay, this is an end of CloudWatch. You know what is meant by CloudWatch? CloudWatch is monitoring EC2, S3 automatically. It is automatically monitoring every 5 minutes. Can I make it every 1 minute? By enabling detail monitoring. Okay, AWS is providing you custom monitoring. Tomorrow I want to come up with my own graph, my own data. You can write your own code. I want to monitor logs. I can go for my own logs. Is it clear, guys? Very neatly I explained you. Otherwise, CloudWatch was basically till 2018, it was 2 hours of class. It was not great. Today, log monitoring is enabled. Every person in the world are going for log monitoring. People may not use AWS CloudWatch. It is all debatable, but people will use log monitoring like completely log monitoring. What is that? What is that? Sumo Logic. What is Sumo Logic? What is Sumo Logic, right? What is that? Like you remember Datadog, right? Datadog will maintain everything. Sumo Logic will also come up and say, don't worry, I'll take storage and everything, which is CloudWatch is providing. This is very famous. CloudWatch is Sumo Logic is famous. Uh, you have what is this? Very famous. What is that? Splunk. All the data you keep it here, and then you analyze the data. Splunk tool. Is it clear, right? All these things are third-party tools, but AWS says, why do you use that one? Use CloudWatch. Is it clear, right? So these things are third party. I'm very good at cloud Sumo Logic in my previous company. But this is the way your CloudWatch works. This is the way you're monitoring your system. And when you talk about, sir, what is this AWS service or why CloudWatch? I explained you. CloudWatch is actually one of the, what is that? DevOps. What is that in DevOps? Monitoring. If you go to normal DevOps, right, they will teach some tools called as, what is that? Nagios. But I am teaching you what is that? CloudWatch because AWS. But concept is same to same. You go and install in Linux Nagios. You then go and install the agents in the system. It will also do the same to same. Conceptual wise is different. You have around 20 famous tools in the world in terms of monitoring. Nagios is one thing. Zabbix, Datadog, SolarWinds. Lot of things are there. BMC Patrol Agent, BMC Portal Agent. So many tools are there which are very famous. All the tools are used by customer. It is debatable. Each and every customer will choose their own benefit. Some people wants free, they will use Nagios. Some people will come up and say, no, I need very less people, they use Datadog. Tools can be n number of tools. Concept is same to same. Hope you understood. This is called as CloudWatch monitoring tool. One of the most important thing. Keep it in your mind. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? Okay. If this is completed, I am done with the CloudWatch. I want to go to another AWS service, that is SSM, which is again DevOps. Okay, let me go and explain you what is. I'll go and provide you one task too. I don't know how many people are learning DevOps. If you are learning DevOps, please do this task. What is the task? I don't know. What do you do? No, I will not give you a task right now. You understood CloudWatch installation, configuration, everything, right? Let us wait for systems manager to get completed. Then I'll give you a task, and that's a real task. If you are able to do that task, chances of getting a job are more. You can just go and explain you, this is the work I'm doing in my company. Check the what is that likability of getting a job. Welcome to another AWS service. Write it down. And this is again DevOps. SSM. What is the meaning of SSM? Systems manager. Small features, they club together. 3 to 4 features, small features, they club together and release that SSM. Systems manager. What is the systems manager? One of the feature of systems manager, there are 3 features which I'll explain you in systems manager. SSM, systems manager. What is the key role of a systems manager? Very simple. Now this is a very real time. This is what you do it in the company, sir. This is what you will do in the company. This is what you will do in a company in real time. Keep it in your mind. Very important. What is that? Now I'll tell you one very simple. Now, how do you do this one? Use your mind and tell me. Use your mind and tell me. Sir, I want to go and create. What is that? How many I require? 50 SAP application servers I require. So what I want to do, I want to launch 50 SAP application server. SAP should be completely installed. Now, if you have learned anything in this 40 days, whatever I told you, you will be telling the answer. How do I get a 50? Very easily, how can I go and create 50 SAP application servers? Tell me. I want 50 SAP application server. I want to launch in AWS. 50 SAP application server should be launched. What do you do? Use your mind and tell me.
User data.
Very good, sir. Okay. You need to launch EC2 instance only, sir. I know. User data. So you remember, right? I will go and select as like a one server and tell you I want to launch how many servers? 50. You go and provide all the properties, and the best way you will write, what is that? User data. What is that user data? You will write it. Here is the code you will write, which will download, install, configure. What is that? Is it clear? So very good. Now see the challenge. Now you see the challenge. Maybe I need some proper inputs from you guys. Please provide it. What did I created right now? I created, what is that? Load balancer. Then I had how many servers? SAP servers? 50 SAP servers are there. 2, 3, 4. Like this, you have 50 SAP servers are there. Yes or no? Happily? What did you do in user data? So can you tell me what did you do in user data? I've written a program. First, it will download SAP software from S3 and keep it in ctemp. Then it will install, configure everything. So now the customers are clicking the request. Now the request is going into, yes or no, multiple servers. Happy. Now you created 50 servers. 1 month has passed. SAP is working fine. Then you realized one blunder mistake you have done. Now think how many servers I created SAP? Not 50, Let us assume how many I created? 500 I created. What is there with 50 and 500? 500 are there, sir. Load balancer is there. Sending it. Super, sir. Excellent. Then you realized one blunder mistake. All the SAP servers are created with storage 30 GB. SAP software you downloaded in C temp, right? That itself is 8 GB. By mistakenly, you did not delete that SAP software. All the servers are showing 29.5 GB is full out of 30 GB. That means danger, right? All the C drive is showing red color. First point. Second point, blunderly, you forgot to enable firewall in all the systems. All the 500 systems. First thing, what did I do? First thing, in C temp folder, there is one file called as, what is that? This is size is, what is that? 7 GB, and in the server C drive is 30 GB, 23 GB, 22 GB is for operating system, and 7 GB it is for this file is there, and system CPU is not, the server says a C drive out of 30 GB, you have 29.9 GB is full, 100 GB is 100 MB is pending. Array, I forgot to delete this file. Second one, firewall in all the systems by default I forgot. What is that? It is disabled. Now 500 systems I have to delete that particular file. In 500 systems I have to enable firewall. What do you do? Tell me. What do you to tell me, sir?
Again, write a user data to no remove those and add with the firewalls.
Sir, if I AK-47, I'll kill you, sir. Absolutely wrong. Just check it out, sir. What did I explain you about user data? User data can be executed one time. That is the purpose of a user data. You can make user data to execute every time, but think about it. Sir, when the user data will run, can you tell me? Now, Yogender, your answer is user data can be run one time. And in
Only one.
user data, you can add persist is equal to 2 so that user data can run again and again. But can you tell me, Yogender, when do you
Yes.
want to, when user data will be running? When your user data was running?
At the time of the
Launching
creating
only at the point of launch.
Bootstrapping.
right.
That means at this time of launching, the server will
Yes, yes.
launch. Now, let us take an example. You want to come up and say, sir, I want to run again user data. Then what do you need to do? You need to stop the TC2 instance, again start, then the user data will run if you want to persist. But actually, this is my production environment. Do you want to stop all the servers like that? Now, what is the solution? This is actual DevOps. These kind of works are done by DevOps. What is that? Now, I'll tell you one more example. What is the example here? What is this? What is the first task? What is the first task here?
I need to
Delete
uninstall
the
the
folder. Go and
still a
check the
folder.
folder. Is the temp SAP file is there? If it is there, delete it, which will save you 7 GB of site. Second step, disable firewall. This is the task I provided, right? In real time, what do you get task? What did you install here? What is the application you installed? SAP? Okay, now tell me, SAP, which version? I install SAP, what is the version? 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, 1.0. In how many systems you installed? 500 system. Now SAP company came up and say in 1.0 there are certain bugs are there. Please come up with, please install, what is that? 1.1. How do you install 1.1 in 500 systems? That is DevOps task in real time you are going to perform. Is it clear? That application is 1.1. SAP, when customer is using SAP, when he provides some credit card, it is not working because that is a bug in SAP 1.0. Customer will come up and say, Array, I came up with a new patch, SAP 1.1. You need to install SAP 1.1 to make sure all those things works. How do you install 1.1 in all the systems? Are you getting me? This is DevOps actual work. You cannot come up and say, I delete all the servers, I'll again write my new user data and again I launch it. You cannot do like that's a ridiculous answer. User data is one time when you launch it. This is user data is going to run when you want to launch the server. That is pre-script. Before you launch it, before you create a server, it will launch. What is this action I want to do? Post installation. Now SAP is installed, configure, everything is done. 1 month happened. Now you find out some changes to be done. That is post. What is the meaning of post, Martin? After you die, not before you die. Okay, post mortem means what? After you install, configure, everything is there. Now you identified there is a problem. How do you fix it? Are you getting right? Are you getting? This is actual DevOps. This is what you are going to do if you get a selected. So you will have thousands of systems. People ask you to upgrade it. People ask you, array, there is a file, delete it, modify the configuration, change the database configuration. They'll ask you these kind of questions. Sir, if you want to do this one, that is the reason a tool will be used that is called as in DevOps world. What is that? Have you heard about this tool? Ansible, Chef, SaltStack, Puppet. These are the tools you use it. Instead of this tool, I'm using, what is that? That's it. What is that? I'm using SSM. Is it clear? Instead of Ansible, you go to DevOps classes. They will teach you what is meant by Ansible. What is Ansible will do at one shot in multiple systems. You can do post actions. That is what is that? Pre or post action? Ansible. Instead of Ansible, I'm going, what is that? SSM. Is it clear, right? Is it clear? So try to understand. Is it clear, online people? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear?
It can be done for pre also, sir. You said it is pre also, right? Not only post, it is pre also can be done.
Which one? Which one?
Using the SSM, the pre-installation, that one, pre-action and post-action also done.
SSM pre-action also you can do it, but let me show you the content. Pre-action, you have a user data, then why do you require an SSM? User data can suffice your problem, then why do you want to go for SSM? But SSM primarily is used for post actions. Okay, so let us go what we need to do. First thing, what you need to do, try to understand, very important. The first one, when you want ultimately to go for what is that, anything, I'm taking an example here. What is that? Application server, and this is what is that? EC2 instance. You want to launch it. If you want to launch it, I personally recommend you, what is that? User data for now. For now. But actually, I personally recommend you cloud formation template. We have not yet started cloud formation template in real world. We will talk about it. Currently, if you want to launch, what is that? Sir, I want to launch, what is that? SAP application. Dynamically, I would write what is that? Using what is that? User data. When you launch the server, EC2 instance will launch and it will load, what is that? Whatever the code you have written, it will download, install, configure. What is that? It is done. SAP server, it is completed. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now the next one is post action. Sir, you created super, sir, it worked fine. SAP is working fine. But sir, what is this one, sir? My monitoring tool is providing alarms. Why? Your system's storage is very less. 30 GB I created, it is 29.8 because unnecessarily I created SAP. I forgot to delete SAP software, sir. What should I do? Now you need to delete it. How do I delete it? In how many servers? 500 servers. How do I delete it? Post action. So for that one, you use SSM. So what you need to do, keep it in your mind. You need to make sure, again, you install one. What is that? Keep it in your mind. Very, very important. What is that? SSM. But this time I call it as, what is that? In all the EC2 instance, 500 EC2 instance, make sure what do you install? That is the reason mandatory step in what is that? User data is to download and install. If this is present, right, you don't need to worry about anything about this application. Later point of time also you can install SSM with the help of, once SSM agent is there, then later point of time also you can install SAP with SSM agent. SSM agent should be mandatory, should be present in all the EC2 instance, whatever you created. Keep it in your mind, which is very, 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 very important. SSM agent, you will download, install SSM agent. It is a single click of a button, SSM agent will be installed. SSM agent will be installed. What do you do next? SSM agent you will install. What do? You go, write it down. Let's go for tomorrow. I have 4 more minutes, so I don't want to go right now. So in SSM, there is one category, one small work. What is that? Please write it down. You will be going into run commands and start writing the code. What is the code you are going to write? Delete the folder, delete the file, and enable firewall is equal to on. This is the code you are going to write it in run command. We'll talk about this run command, that is tomorrow. Let us do practical work also tomorrow. This is post action. Pre action is user data, post action is SSM agent, Ansible, all these things. Ansible is a very good, very famous tool developed in Python. Works for Linux, Windows, everything, but exclusively beautifully works for Linux.
So Ansible is similar to SSM, sir?
Yes, sir. In AWS, Ansible is not AWS service. That is the reason I am explaining you SSM. At the end of the day, whatever you do it in Ansible, whatever you do it in SSM, the syntax or the way at which you approach to fix the problem is same. The process is same.
Okay, got it.
Is it clear? I will stop it right now. I don't want to explain. Now you'll ask what is run command, what is code. Let's go for tomorrow. And tomorrow is a practical work. I'll go to do a practical. Is it clear, right? So this is the way we go for it and learning. Please do practice. Please, 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 please do practice. Lot of practice is required for this one. Okay? Okay, guys, I'm signing off right now. Thank you.
Thank you.